Hi boxing fans, and welcome to tonight's show. The 8-Count Boxing Hour is going to start you off with some great kickboxing action. These are professionals. Bill RASTORFER, the number 4 rated middleweight in the world, will take on Albuquerque's own mighty Mike Winkeljohn. These are middleweights, and this bout is scheduled for 7 rounds. This bout took place at the New Mexico State Fairgrounds back in September of 1991. And right there you're looking at mighty Mike Winkeljohn. He's rated number 1 in the world as a middleweight. And he's very exciting, trained by Bill Packer, and you're going to really enjoy seeing him in action. But he's in tough tonight against the number 4 rated middleweight in the world, Bill RASTORFER. And there you see mighty Mike Winkeljohn entering the ring in the blue robe with the white trim. Mike Winkeljohn, very popular here in Albuquerque, and he is the kickboxing champion, or excuse me, the kickboxing hero of Albuquerque. He is our brightest hope for our world championship. Let's go up to the ring announcer now and get the call.
From Springfield, Missouri, with a record of 14-3, 7 by KOs, the 4th ranked contender for the world title, Bill RASTORFER. From Albuquerque, New Mexico, with a record of 15-6 and 1, the number 1 contender for the world title, mighty Mike Winkeljohn.
And the crowd is electrified.
Okay, so we're all set now. This is going to be an exciting match. 2 of the top 10 contenders in the world. Bill RASTORFER out of Springfield, Missouri, taking on Albuquerque's Mike Winkeljohn. Mike Winkeljohn hopes to win this bout and be lined up for a world title shot. The ISKA middleweight title is up for grabs. It's a vacant title. And the former champion Bill Murray is going to challenge the winner of this bout. Here we go with round 1 now, scheduled for 7 rounds. Bill RASTORFER in the blue shorts with the gold trim, being hammered right now by mighty Mike Winkeljohn in the blue pants. And Winkeljohn slips down. Winkeljohn, that will be a slip. His gloves are cleaned off and the referee says, let's go. Kickboxing here, middleweights. A real treat. 2 of the top 5 in the world.
This is a leg kick round. This is a 7-round match. This is the main event of the night.
You see Winkeljohn now getting busy with the kicks. RASTORFER a little bit slow starting here. Of course, he's the visitor. He has come to Mike Winkeljohn's hometown. Mighty Mike is ready to go. Oh, a nice solid left foot kick. Connected, very solid from Winkeljohn. Oh, and a solid kick to the legs. Winkeljohn immediately going to weaken his opponent now. He's going to take that strong base away from Bill RASTORFER. But he's got to watch himself. RASTORFER is a good counter puncher, very sneaky. Bill RASTORFER with a record of 14 wins and 3 losses. 7 of those wins by knockout, so he has dangerous knockout power. There you see him shooting a kick to the legs now, trying to soften up Winkeljohn. These men are seasoned professionals, and they're not going to go in like wild men. They're going to set themselves up for something big here to finish. Mike Winkeljohn, a product of the American Kempo Karate Academies here in Albuquerque. Bill Packer's the man. He's Bill Packer, very highly regarded in the world of the martial arts. And he's brought Mike Winkeljohn a long way. And now Winkeljohn just 1 win away from the world title shot that he's been longing for. Of course, Bill RASTORFER looking for that title shot as well. Oh, and again, you see Winkeljohn going to work. And that ends the first round. A good round for mighty Mike Winkeljohn. There you see Bill Packer talking to Winkeljohn now, giving him advice. And there you see the corner of Bill RASTORFER. Both men are ready to go now for round 2. This bout is scheduled for 7 rounds. We're in the middleweight division, 165-pound limit. Mike Winkeljohn in the blue pants and Bill RASTORFER out of Springfield, Missouri in the blue shorts. And now you see Winkeljohn going off balance. You see Winkeljohn now keeping his hands high, coming in with the kicks. Mike Winkeljohn a little more aggressive. Bill RASTORFER looking to counterpunch and counter kick. Again, Winkeljohn coming in, taking the action right to Bill RASTORFER. And again, solid connections here by mighty Mike Winkeljohn. Continuing to kick. He's fearless, you've got to say that. He looks very strong tonight. A good crowd here at the New Mexico State Fairgrounds. Winkeljohn doing some real damage to Bill RASTORFER. And now there's a break in the action. Let's see, did someone lose their mouthpiece? Yeah, Mike Winkeljohn has lost his mouthpiece. Both men without mouthpieces. Okay. The referee caught that though, and here we go with the action now. Again, Winkeljohn going onto the attack right away. Oh, and a good kick, and down goes RASTORFER. That kick took his legs right out from under him. Bill RASTORFER's up, and he's all right, but that kick sent him straight down. Mike Winkeljohn looking very effective tonight. He's sharp. Again, Winkeljohn now on the inside doing infighting. RASTORFER spending a lot of time back on the ropes, and a good kick coming around from Winkeljohn. Mike Winkeljohn very animated tonight. He's hungry for that world title shot. Bill RASTORFER doing all he can to counter, but he's doing a lot of covering up, backing up, and losing the rounds. That ends the second round, and I got to think Mike Winkeljohn's off to a good start in this bout. The first 2 rounds I'd have to give to Mike Winkeljohn of Albuquerque. He's been busier and more effective. We'd like to thank everyone for joining us tonight on the 8-Count Boxing Hour. It was a real pleasure seeing everyone down there at the fairgrounds for that big boxing show, which featured Danny Perez. All you folks that came up and said hi to me, I really appreciate it. Anytime you see me at ringside, come on up and say hi. I really enjoy talking to the boxing fans here in Albuquerque. Great people. So here we go now with round 3. Mike Winkeljohn just continues to be aggressive. Combinations and kicks. Winkeljohn's doing it all. RASTORFER seems a little bit confused on how to keep this dynamo off of him. Mike Winkeljohn, like a powerhouse, just boring in with shots, kicks, body shots. He's doing it all. Okay, and now more trouble with the mouthpiece. This time Bill RASTORFER loses his mouthpiece. And the action continues now. Now RASTORFER tries to catch Winkeljohn coming in, but not very effective, and a good kick from Winkeljohn. Again, Winkeljohn with a kick. And now look at Mike Winkeljohn work with those combinations. He really keeps RASTORFER backing up and on the ropes. I don't think this is at all what Bill RASTORFER had in mind. Mike Winkeljohn, very strong tonight. And now RASTORFER lands a good shot. That's the best shot he's landed tonight. But no effect. Mike Winkeljohn like a steamroller, continuing to move forward and actually pushing Bill RASTORFER around the ring. And you see Bill RASTORFER just covering up and ducking. He's really in a world of trouble here. Mike Winkeljohn putting the pressure on. Maybe taking a page out of the book of Julio Cesar Chavez. That constant pressure really does a number on your opponent. And that ends the round. Another good, solid round for Mike Winkeljohn. Another round in the bank. And Bill RASTORFER is really digging himself a hole here. He's going to have to come up with a knockout if he doesn't win a few rounds here. We're heading into the 4th round now here at the New Mexico State Fairgrounds. There you see Mike Winkeljohn in the blue pants with the black stripe down the side. In the blue shorts with the gold trim is Bill RASTORFER, the number 4 rated middleweight in the world. Again, Bill RASTORFER just does not look sharp tonight. I think Winkeljohn really took a lot out of him in those first rounds. And down goes Bill RASTORFER. His legs were knocked out from under him, and the referee will score that as a knockdown. He'll take the mandatory 8 count here. He says he's okay. But little by little, Mike Winkeljohn just chopping him down. Constant pressure. Oh, again with that kick to the back of the legs. Bill RASTORFER is in a world of trouble here. I don't know what's holding him up. Mike Winkeljohn just battering his legs and then coming back upstairs with shots to the head. What an effective fighter, Mike Winkeljohn. Good action here to open up the 8 count boxing hour. Kickboxing, a very exciting sport. October 10th now, a big boxing show coming to Albuquerque, so watch your newspapers, listen to the radio. If you need information on that show, you can call the American Kempo Karate Academies and they'll fill you in on what's going on. It's going to be a lot of action here, October 10th in Albuquerque. Oh, a solid kick, left kick from Mike Winkeljohn to ring the bell of Bill RASTORFER. Wow, what an impressive performance tonight by Mike Winkeljohn, Mighty Mike. Definitely one of Albuquerque's rising stars in the world of professional kickboxing. Bill Packer has a real gem there in his stable. And there you see the corner well. Can't see him too well there. But that's Bill Packer in the red working with Mike Winkeljohn. As I said before, Bill Packer, one of the most respected men in the world of the martial arts. He runs a group of kickboxing and karate schools here in Albuquerque. And he's very highly respected, highly thought of by all the boxing and kickboxing people in the state of New Mexico. The action slowing down just a bit here, and I'm sure Bill RASTORFER doesn't mind, but Winkeljohn again coming with those big kicks. I don't know how the judges see it, but really I have to think that Bill RASTORFER needs a knockout here. He's really fallen behind. I've given all the rounds to Mike Winkeljohn. Winkeljohn has not been hurt. RASTORFER's been down a few times, mostly from those sweeping leg kicks. And little by little, Bill RASTORFER being weakened. Well, Mike Winkeljohn's rated #1 in the world, and now you see why. He was supposedly in tough tonight, but I don't see it. I see him totally dominating Bill RASTORFER here. And the fans here in Albuquerque are loving what they're seeing. Oh, and a good body shot from Winkeljohn. Shooting a jab out now, Mike Winkeljohn. Just staying busy. When there's a lull in the action, he'll stick that jab out there or shoot a kick out. He's not wasting any time. He's filling all his time in with action. It's winning the rounds for him big. Bill RASTORFER just waiting, looking to counterpunch Winkeljohn. But Mike is just too quick and too strong. You get the feeling that Winkeljohn could probably do just about whatever he wants with Bill RASTORFER. Really just toying with the #4 middleweight in the world. Brilliant performance tonight, Mike Winkeljohn. Okay, we're in the 6th round now. This bout scheduled for 7. Middleweights. RASTORFER getting busy. He knows he needs something big here. He needs at least a knockdown to be in this bout. But really, I really believe he needs a knockout. He's fallen way behind. But he seems to be more of a counter puncher, so it's hard for him to really be aggressive. He's waiting for Winkeljohn to make the action, but when Mike Winkeljohn does take the initiative, he's so effective that RASTORFER can't really counter. Both men had no problem making the weight for this bout. Coming in at the 165-pound limit. Now you see Bill RASTORFER doing some good body work, but here comes Winkeljohn with a big right hook and a left hand behind it. Winkeljohn fighting like a hungry man. He can just taste that world title shot October 10th against Bill Murray. Billy Murray's a former world champion. It's a vacant title, so both men will be fighting. Neither one will be the champion. Both men fighting for that title up for grabs. But first things first, and Bill RASTORFER now standing in the way of Mike Winkeljohn. Again, the left hand very effective for Mike Winkeljohn tonight. There you see it. The next stop for Mike Winkeljohn, October 10th in Albuquerque, world title versus Billy Murray. Billy Murray's from, I believe he's from Ireland. He's a European fighter, and he is a former world champion. Well, that ends the 6th round, 1 to go. Mike Winkeljohn again in complete command of this bout. And it's going to take a knockout for Bill RASTORFER to have any hope of winning this fight. He's going to have a knockout. I can't see any other way here. By the way, also appearing on that October 10th card here in Albuquerque will be another world champion from Albuquerque, Lawrence Miera, who's a very exciting fighter. I like him a lot. And he'll be fighting against another world champion from Phoenix. And that's Ray Fernandez from Phoenix, Arizona. Also on that card, Miguel Williams will be taking on Will Jones. Dynamite, 2 Dynamite fighters. This card is loaded with Dynamite action. It's going to be a lot of fun. So watch your newspapers for news. Oh, man. Bill RASTORFER dropped again. He's just been worn down, beaten to a pulp. Mike Winkeljohn so effective tonight. I like what I'm seeing here. What a strong fighter. Now you see RASTORFER just kind of locking up with him, clinching, just looking for a way out. There's not much he can do. Winkeljohn just pushing him back to the ropes. Now fires body shots and a right hook. Winkeljohn effective with his feet and his hands. He's a complete fighter. But Bill RASTORFER, you got to give him credit. He's taking a beating. He's continuing to fight. He must have a solid chin, the ability to take punishment, but unable to win rounds against Mike Winkeljohn. Again, Winkeljohn just pushing RASTORFER back into the ropes. Both men are tired here. The final round of this professional kickboxing match. Now you see some body shots, left hook from Bill RASTORFER, but really not effective. Winkeljohn now throwing haymakers with both hands and a combination. Look at him go. Fans are just loving what they're seeing here. Their hometown hero, Mike Winkeljohn from Albuquerque, doing a complete domination over the number 4 rated middleweight in the world, Bill RASTORFER. And you know, I know Bill RASTORFER was waiting for that bell to ring. Oh man, what a fight. What great action tonight. Beautiful fight. Performance by Mike Winkeljohn. There you see both fighters. There's Bill Packer, very proud of his charge. Mike Winkeljohn. Let's go up to the ring announcer and get the call on this exciting fight. I don't see any other way but for Mike Winkeljohn, but let's make it official.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a decision. Judge number 1 scores the contest 70-62. Judge 2 scores
So Mighty Mike Winkeljohn scoring 10s in all 7 rounds on all 3 judges' cards. Winner by unanimous decision. Next stop for Mike Winkeljohn, October 10th, the battle for the world title against Billy Murray, and that fight will take place here in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Mighty Mike Winkeljohn, good luck from the fans of Albuquerque.